Welcome to Movie Division. Today I'm going to recap the horror thriller movie entitled You're Next. Spoilers ahead, watch out. The movie opens with Eric Harson and her girlfriend lying on the bed, and after Eric leaves to have a bath, the girlfriend goes out of the room to get drinks and plays a song. But then she notices something behind her. After that, we see Eric, who comes out of the washroom and gets scared after reading You're Next written on glass. As Eric frightens after looking at his girlfriend's dead body, he is attacked by a masked man from behind and is killed. The movie proceeds to Paul and Aubrey, who are traveling to their home for a family reunion on their 35th anniversary. Aubrey feels awkward after learning that Eric is their neighbor and has recently left his wife for a college girl. Eventually, they arrive at their home and start cleaning up and setting things up to welcome their kids. After that, we see Paul's son, Crispian, and his girlfriend, Aaron, coming to see Crispian's parents. Aaron becomes eager to see Crispin's parents after learning that his father has recently retired from KPR. On the other hand, Aubrey listens to some footsteps noise, gets scared, and suggests Paul to leave the house, but Paul decides to inspect upstairs and advises Aubrey to wait outside. Paul reaches upstairs and is about to open a closet when Caspian diverts his attention and scares him. Paul leaves thinking no one is there, but after he leaves, we see that the door opens itself. Aubrey gets embarrassed in front of her son's girlfriend, and after that, we see Crispin and Aaron in there too. Aaron tells Crispin that he is lucky to have rich parents, while Crispin asks her to wait for his siblings, as she will find them interesting. The next day, Crispin meets his brother, Drake, and his wife, Kelly, while chatting with Aaron. Aaron then meets Crispin's mother and offers help regarding the kitchen. Aubrey denies it initially, but then she requests her to get milk from their neighbors. On her way to the neighbor's house, Aaron encounters Paul, Crispin, and Drake together and takes their photograph. Aaron reaches Eric's house, and no one replies when she keeps knocking at the door. In the evening, Aubrey welcomes her daughter, Amy, her boyfriend Tariq, and her son Felix and his girlfriend, Z. Aubrey leads them all inside and thanks them for being together on the 35th anniversary. Following that, they have dinner together, but Drake keeps questioning and criticizing Tariq after learning he works as a filmmaker. Drake becomes jealous of Crispin and Aaron and calls Crispin very unprofessional after learning that Aaron is his former student. Everyone gets distracted by Drake's and Crispin's argument while Tariq leaves the table after spotting something strange outside the window. The moment that Tariq gets closer to the window, he gets shot by an arrow in his head, and everyone gets scared after looking at him dying. They start running everywhere, and when Kelly is about to get shot, Drake saves her and takes the arrow on his back. Aaron suggests everyone to stay down and away from the windows. They try to contact the police but fail, and Felix suggests that the attacker may be using jammers to block their signals. They decide to reach a safe place and use chairs as their shields against the arrows. Aaron and Aubrey try to take out the arrow from Drake's back and give him a painkiller, but they fail to take it out. Felix then proposes that one of them must leave to get help for them and requests to run at speed as the attacks will not expect that. Drake claims to be the fastest, but he has the arrow in his back, due to which Drake and Crispin again start to argue. Amy convinces them and decides to leave. When Amy leaves at speed, she gets her throat cut by a sharp wire outside and dies on the spot. Aubrey panics, looking at her daughter dying in front of her eyes, and Paul leads her to the bedroom. Aaron asks them to cover all the windows and everything that enables the attackers to look inside. Crispin is stunned to see Aaron acting like this and meets her when she texts 911, thinking they will send help as they get her message. Aaron rushes to the kitchen. A masked man appears from under Aubrey's bed, and she screams before he can kill Aubrey. Everyone except Aaron rushes to see what happened to their mother, while Aaron gets attacked by one of the masked men. She saves herself by stabbing the man in his hand, and as she turns to pick something up to kill him, the man disappears. At the same time, Paul and his kid break into Aubrey's bedroom and are stunned to find her dead and "You're next" written on the wall. Everyone leaves the room while Kelly stays there and covers Aubrey's dead body. After a while, she bends to see what is under Aubrey's bed and gets scared after spotting the masked man there. Kelly runs out of the house while screaming. Drake tries to save her but falls unconscious when the arrow in his back gets stuck in the wire, which killed Amy. Kelly and Crispin rescue Drake, and after a while, Crispin leaves to get a car for them. On the other hand, Kelly reaches outside Eric's house and calls for him to help, but the masked man brutally approaches her and kills her with his axe. Crispin returns after learning that all cars are out of order, and he convinces his family to let him out and go, and he will call for help when he gets a signal. Crispin says goodbye to Aaron and leaves, promising her that he will return. When Felix mentions that his mother's killer is still inside, Paul leaves to kill them. Aaron returns to the kitchen and collects everything that can be used as a weapon. On her way back to Z and Felix, the masked man attacks Aaron by breaking a window by using Kelly's dead body. Aaron dodges and attacks and kills the masked man using a kitchen hammer while Felix and Z keep looking at her. Aaron takes the mask off and questions the couple whether they know him, and they reply negatively. Suddenly, the lights turn off, and Felix and Z leave to see Paul while suggesting Aaron to visit the basement to check out the circuit box there. The scene shifts to Paul, who is checking the bedroom and gets scared after suddenly finding Felix and Z behind him. Aaron reaches the basement and turns the light on while Paul explains to his son that the attackers have been watching them for a long time, and it is a planned attack. Unfortunately, a masked man attacks him and kills him by cutting his throat. Felix does not help his father and gets mad at the masked man for killing his father in front of him. It is revealed that Felix is the one who has hired the masked man to kill his parents and siblings in return for getting more amount inheritance. At the same time, one of the masked men finds the dead body of his brother and gets infuriated. Aaron listens to the masked man's screams and hides a screwdriver. The masked man spots from a hole and starts breaking the door with his axe, but Drake distracts him. As the masked man heads to kill Drake, Aaron stabs him with the screwdriver and makes him run away. Felix and Z return to Drake and Aaron and are stunned after learning that Aaron has made the other mask run away. When asked about their father, Felix lies to Aaron that he has fallen asleep. Aaron suggests the boys to collect every sharp object from the basement to use as a weapon while she and Z collect some wood. Aaron fixes the nails in the wood and keeps them in front of the window. Z questions her about where she learned this all. Aaron revealed that she has a weird childhood and spent most of her time in a survivalist compound with her father, who went paranoid, thinking the world's resources would end soon, and he taught her how to survive on her own. Aaron leaves to see Paul in the bedroom while she asks Z to stay there. At the same time, Drake becomes concerned for Kelly and starts shouting at Felix after learning that she has been killed. Felix loses his mind and stabs him with everything around him. On the other hand, Aaron learns that Felix lied to her, and as she sits next to Paul's dead body, a masked man attempts to attack her, but she jumps out of the window and gets hurt. Aaron hides in the woods and removes the glass from her leg, but then she realizes that she has been spotted and rushes inside the house. Aaron hides behind the door while the masked man gets injured and starts screaming after stepping on one of the nail traps. Felix and Z arrive and Felix gets mad at him, stating that he had to kill his brother alone. The masked man gets mad at him and mentions that his brother has also been killed, and unlike him, he loved his brother a lot. The masked man gets mad at Felix when he mentions how Aaron killed him and tries to choke Felix's neck. Felix convinces him to let him live and offers more money. After that, Aaron's phone starts ringing, which draws everyone's attention, and one of the masked men leaves to find her. Aaron hides behind a curtain, and as the man is about to find her, Aaron punches him and escapes. Felix, Z, and the masked man try to follow her, but they lose her. As one of the masked men tries to follow from the window, Aaron attacks and kills him. Felix then gets mad at his friend Tom, a masked man, revealing that the police will be there shortly and they need to catch her fast. When Tom is leaving, Felix asks for his crossbow. Meanwhile, Aaron sets a trap at the door and waits for Felix to her friends to enter, but Tom enters through the broken window. Aaron runs towards the basement and destroys all the light bulbs. The masked man enters the basement and follows the camera flashlight. Aaron notices that he is barely looking at the camera and blows his head open using a piece of wood. After Aaron comes out from the basement and picks up a knife, Felix shoots an arrow at her and thinks she must have died. But when they look through the window, they learn Aaron is gone, and when Z reaches the kitchen while looking for Aaron, she attacks her and gains the upper hand on Z. Suddenly, Felix arrives and stabs her in the back, but Aaron still overpowers and kills them, and that's it. Aaron is sitting there while Felix reveals a call from Crispin, who asks him about what is happening and mentions that he could not see his family dying, which is why he has to leave. Aaron is taken aback after listening to this, and when Crispin enters the home, he learns that he was talking to Aaron, and she has killed everyone. Crispin explains that this was all his plan because she knows how broken he is. Crispin offers her money and reveals that she was never supposed to be dead in his plan and was meant to be the witness. Aaron listens to this and kills Crispin while crying. After she kills Crispin, a police officer shoots her down and calls for backup. When the officer tries to enter the house, the axe hits him in the head, and the movie ends there. If you enjoyed the recap, leave a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel to turn on the notification bell and get notified when we post the next fascinating recap. It really helps our channel and encourages us to make more quality videos for you. And don't forget to comment down your favorite part of the movie. Thanks for watching.